points for team 1. So next up we have Team 11. As you recall, Team 11 was the team that had the camera white balance issue. So it thought that everything was a ball and everything was a goal. So hopefully that's been corrected now and we'll get to see it do some more exciting things. So can you tell from the robot's behavior what it's doing now?
I think it sees those balls, so it's trying to pick them up. And it's turning around. It might be too close to that one ball there in order to see it. But
do you think that your camera issues are fixed now by its behavior?
Yeah, it looks like it. See, currently I think it may be in wander because it just got stuck, and every time it gets stuck, it goes into a wander mode. Now it's going to get that ball. So now it has 3 balls. After 3 balls, it should stop looking for balls and only be searching for goals now. And that behavior looks like wander again.
So does your wander code tell you to go forward until you hit something and then turn?
Yes, the wander code is essentially implementing a random walk. It will go forward until it hits something and then turn and should time out quickly. Now it's doing a wall follow. You can, what is it doing? Oh, there it goes. So it should be doing a wall follow right now, following the walls around. Our wall follow determines when it needs to turn by actually hitting the wall, which is why our robot looks like it hits the walls a lot, even though it's not just aiming for them, and I'm not sure what it's doing.
Now, one of the things that your team spent a lot of time on was making sure that your robot kept moving and not getting stuck. Can you talk about some of the different mechanisms that you used there?
So our robot has a number of different mechanisms to avoid getting stuck. Amongst them are current sensing. So our robot, when the wheels stop moving, but they should still be moving, the current spikes. If it turns backward, it also spikes. So what we do is we average over a period of time and compare how it's changed, the current and the wheels have changed since then, to figure out, whether the wheels are no longer moving, even when it thinks it's going forward.
And what do you think the robot's action is doing right now?
I'm not entirely sure. That may have been wander. I'm not entirely sure that this, it looks like it's wall following now.
See the goal in front?
It ought to. It seems to have stopped moving. I'm not sure what's up with it. Okay.
So is it trying to align itself, perhaps?
So it's trying to align itself? Oh, we think the collection tray is caught on the carpet. So it's actually having got caught on the carpet.
And does it have a way of figuring out that, hey, I've been here for a long time, maybe I should try something crazy to get unstuck?
Yes, and it has been doing that. However, it's physically caught on the carpet, so it can't move. So it's only supposed to pick up no more than 3 balls, and when it picks up more than 3 balls, it can have error problems from like getting caught on the carpet and stuff. So what's happened is it's picked up more balls than its capacity. As you can see, the roller stopped moving, and it's now caught on the carpet as a result.
It seems to be twitching a bit, so we're going to give it a few more seconds and see if it can find its way out. Time's up in any case. So those are 4 points for Team 11. And now we have Team 7 ready for another run. So again, the first thing you do is calibrate. Is that correct?
No, we just wall follow according to the IR sensors. And if the front IR sensor is triggered, it'll turn right. If the left or right triggered, then it'll try to drift left or right. Right now it's following a ball. That's why it's going slower. Now it sees more balls. Yeah, it sees that ball, it's going towards it. Now it should wall follow, see the front IR, keep wall following. Yeah, it's not going to get that ball because it's against the wall. It might try to get it and then notice it's gone and just turn. That might be a problem. We'll see.
It turned away suddenly. Is that because its IR sensor was tripped there?
I'm not. It was close enough so that it might not have seen the ball. Yeah, all right. So now it's just wall following left, and it'll see that ball up ahead and just go straight towards it. It'll keep wall following left until it sees a goal. Once it sees a goal, it'll align itself to shoot. If 3 minutes have passed, which I don't believe have, before 3 minutes, it shoots 2 balls into a goal and then tries to find another goal. If 3 minutes have passed, it'll shoot all the balls it has. Right now, since the bump sensor in the back, which is the little black thing across the bar, sometimes it wasn't triggering, so we just gave it 2 extra shootings. So like if it has 5 balls, and it counted all 5 balls, it's going to try to shoot 7 just because we tried to overshoot in case it didn't count any balls.
And how do you make sure that you say score only 2 balls in a particular goal?
So because we have the gate as just a servo, we call. So since we have the gate control, we have a method called release 1 ball, which just opens the gate, and the gate goes all the way back, so it blocks the other balls from passing, and so it'll only go to 1 ball, and then we just call that method twice. And in the case of shooting more than 1 ball, then it'll just keep shooting the number that it has.
So what is it doing right now?
It was turning in place, trying to align itself with the goal, because I guess it saw those ones over there. And we set some thresholds so that if it saw enough yellow, it would try to align itself. And I guess since it saw both goals, it was a big threshold, and it thought it was close enough to shoot. All right, so that's the trajectory. If we were closer, the ball goes straight through the trajectory, and the darker blue color is more of a guiding sight. So the ball doesn't necessarily go through there, but it's what we were using to try to align ourselves with the goal.
Can you explain why it is having trouble getting out of that region?
Yeah, so as I said, we have the threshold for yellow, which once it sees those two goals over there, it thinks, all right, I'm pretty close to it because there's enough yellow. And it tries to turn in place to try to align the crosshairs with the goal. And once it does, it would eventually shoot the balls. So it turns in place for 30 seconds. If it doesn't notice anything, you'll see it backs up a little bit and turns right. But then it sees the goals again, and then it just starts turning in place again, trying to align itself. Right there. Yeah, that was trying to escaping.
The Team 7 has declared that their robot is not going to get out of the situation, and that it is stuck. So that is 5 points for Team 7.